Okay, welcome to our coach info group. I'm so excited y'all are here. We're so excited to share with you kind of how we got started, a little bit about our story, and then we're going to address like a few concerns of things that coaches like always, or potential coaches, people that are interested, want to know. And so I'm going to start. My name's Tabitha Sampson. I've been a coach for 6 years. And it's hard to believe it's been 6 years, but I started in September of 14. And I was a newer mom at the time. I had just had pretty much both of my kids. So they were super young. I was always an athlete. And then I just kind of lost touch with all the things. Like I just put myself on the back burner because I thought that's what moms are supposed to do. Like now I was a mom, so I wasn't supposed to really have time for myself. Like I was supposed to give my life up for my kids. And I was a full-time dental hygienist. So I was just doing all the things. And I knew a girl who had done Turbo Kick, which is actually a Beachbody program. She was an instructor. So I went to her classes. And that was actually before I got married. But then after I had my kids, I realized she was doing this thing. And because when you need stuff in your life, do you ever notice how like things pop out at you because you needed it, like I wasn't out to seek her, but it just sort of happened. So I went to her, I signed up with her, bought the 21-day fix. That was when that program was a DVD. So that was when that was in the dinosaur days when like DVDs were a thing. And now they're not. So it's kind of cool because now you don't have to pick one program. So I lost, I think 10 pounds in 21 days, got amazing results, and started to realize that I could actually help people alongside my journey. And I found that people actually wanted to join me and do this with me. So, then I started to earn some income. Like I think the first month as a coach, I might've made a couple $100, and then it just kind of escalated. I think the next month I made about 500. And I started to think, okay, maybe I could like actually do this and maybe I could earn some money with this. And so, I kept working at that goal. And finally, because belief is everything. And once you accomplish a goal and you keep going and you keep going, right, you have this growth period. And I started to realize that I could actually what if I could make this like a thing where I could maybe quit my full-time job or at least go part-time, because I had seen other girls do it. So why not me? So to kind of fast forward, I went through a terrible bout of anxiety and depression where I almost quit my business, almost like completely let go of everything that I'd worked so hard for. And thank God for this, because I swear that this was everything to me. And when I came back out of that, like I had the biggest support system. I still had it throughout it, but when I came back, it was like my story. I turned my mess into a message, and I was able to help. I've been able to help so many people with anxiety and depression because of my journey. And it almost has given me like a voice. Have you ever wanted a voice, but like you just didn't know how to put it out there because you're afraid of what people think, right? And so anyways, I actually was able to leave my full-time job, and I'm doing Beachbody full time, which is the most amazing thing in the world, that I could actually have a flexible schedule, be with my kids. During quarantine, I was home with them. Like I didn't have to worry or deal with it. I didn't have to go back to work, and it was amazing. So there's a little bit about my story. We have limited time, so I could go on and on, but I wanted to kind of share just some of the key points. And I hope that you can relate with some of that, because I feel like, again, as moms, we just put ourselves on the back burner, and I never realized that I had to take care of me if I wanted to take care of anybody else in my life. And I'm the most important person, because if I'm not taken care of and my mindset's not right and I'm not fulfilled, then it's, you know how it goes. It's just like overflows. And so I want to briefly talk about kind of how you get like what a coach does, and how this is actually a part-time opportunity that can turn into full-time. So a lot of people go into this business and they're worried that they don't have, like they're busy. We're all busy, right? But the beauty of this is you can work this in part-time increments. I worked my business around a full-time job with kids, and I worked it in power pockets. So we say power pockets of time, which is like 10 to 15 minutes, because we don't always have a solid hour, right? We don't have 2 or 3 hours to sit down and work our business when we're busy. So I work my business in power pockets of time, and that's how I built the foundation of my business. And really, honestly, what you do in the day of a life of a coach, or a day in the life of a coach, is just show up, because we all want to incorporate fitness into our life. We all want to be healthy. We all want to be our best us. So when we do that and we show up for us, right, it's easy to actually ask other people, and you'd be surprised how many people need this in their life because they're not confident, because they struggle, because they don't, there's like, the gym is intimidating. And if you're like me, the gym was intimidating. Like I didn't know what to do when I got there anyways. And so Beachbody gives people the tools to actually succeed from home and gain confidence and sort of just empower women to realize that they can like complete a program, right, and get amazing results. Okay, so that's kind of like, I wanted to share that really quickly. I want you, while you're listening to this call, and I'm sorry that my dog keeps barking because it's really annoying, but I want you to think about like the potential of your vision and what this could be for you, because we all have to like open our mind to what could this do for us, and where could we go if we actually were like, we believe that we can do something different, right? Because I was always like, well, I went to college and I got a degree, and like, how would I ever quit my job and all of that, right? But what if you could do something different, and what if you had extra income and all of that? Like, the sky's the limit, and I want you guys to just sort of open your mind to the fact that you can do anything you want to do if you're willing to do it. Okay, so Rachel, you're next. I think you want to share your story and then address your things.
Hi, I am Rachel, and I am a military spouse. So if you know what that means, it means moving everywhere every 4 years. I have lived in Illinois, Texas, California, and now Maryland. So I want to touch on the fact that even though I move, I get to have the same group of ladies helping me out, which means everything to me. Just the other day, I said I got in like 13 minutes of my run, and I had at least 10 more to do. So I posted in there, hey, somebody hold me accountable because I got to come back and do this after I take the kids to get their lunch or whatever. So like for me, that's huge. I started Beachbody after I had my daughter in 2014, C-section mama. I'm a 2 C-section mama, and it just has given me the tools with the kids to make sure I get results. Yeah, it's time management, which is what I'm going to go into next. Is I hear I don't have the time. Most of the workouts are 30 minutes. Some of them are 20, 25. You can do 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes in your day if you just manage it right? You can do that for yourself. You do that much on Netflix. You do that much going to Starbucks. You do that much, oh my gosh, I do that much just scrolling through Facebook. So in that amount of time, you can get a workout in for yourself. So, oh, I love it. The next thing I really, really love is the fact that like I can be like, hey guys, look at this, 16 days into a program, 1 versus 16. And they're like, holy cow. Like they get it because you put in the work. It's a family. These are people who have your back no matter what happens. So for me, I know I only have 2 minutes, but it's a family that I can't even like, I can't even say enough about, because if I didn't have them, I wouldn't show up every day. I really wouldn't, because they keep me going. And the excuse is, time, money. Okay, you go to Starbucks every day, $5, right? For our programs, 70 workout programs, 27 cents a day. That's crazy. And you go to Starbucks and spend that much money on a coffee. So I don't know. I fell in love with it, and I hope you do too. So Shannon, glad to have you, girlfriend. You're up.
Hey guys, so I think everybody on here knows, I don't know Katie, but I'm Shannon. I am a mom of 4, and I live in Michigan now, so that's been fun. That's a new change for me. So I've spent most of my adult life in Illinois, and without having joined Beachbody, I wouldn't know Lindsay, and I wouldn't know Rachel. I mean, Rachel and I went to high school together, but I don't think we talked to each other ever in high school because we're a couple of years apart. And now I get to reconnect with her, and I talk to her every single day. And I talk to Lindsay every single day. And it's wonderful to have those friendships. But so I signed up January 2018 because I was just kind of at this really low point, like really low self-esteem. I had been in an abusive marriage and found my way out and found my way into a really healthy marriage, which is great. But even in a really healthy marriage with all these kids and I had a full-time job, I was just not happy with myself. I was never happy to look in the mirror. I remember so many times just crying, just not liking what I saw, and not just because of my body, but I just didn't like who I was. So I reached out and I got involved, and it literally changed my life. Did it save my life? No, I'm not going to say that. But I mean, I could not be this person right here. I could not be in this state right now if it wasn't for everything that it taught me about loving myself, about self-respect, and falling in love with fitness. I mean, that's not everybody is like a huge fitness buff, and I really have to like get myself motivated because I'm not a intrinsically motivated person. I need the community. I need the group of people saying, bitch, drink your water. Bitch, did you do the workout? Like, I need those things in my life, and I have that with Beachbody, and it's really, really amazing. And I recently switched to this team and met Tabitha, and let me tell you, when I say this girl lit my fire, because it's having the support of your team and having people that are willing to lift you up and be there for you when you need them is a really, really big deal in this kind of business. Because I mean, if you're on this call, then you want to work this as a business in some way. And let's be honest, if you can't get the support, if you can't get your questions answered, if you feel like you're, what's the right word? An inconvenience to someone else when you need help doing what they asked you to do, it's really sucky. So being part of this community where everybody wants to see you do good, everybody wants to see you succeed. People are willing to praise you for the small things, because if you don't acknowledge them yourself either, then nobody's going to do it for you. But like Rachel said, she posted from day 1 to day 16, and she may not love the results, but she's looking at herself every day in the mirror. What we see is that bitch has been showing up. She has been pushing herself, and she's done amazing. And I'm so proud of all of our team members. We have a really, really great team full of really cool people from everywhere. And you don't have to be living in the same city as everybody else on your team. I mean, I think the biggest struggle for us as a team so far is trying to figure out what time everybody is doing something, because Rachel and I are in a different time zone than Tabitha and Lindsay. So it's like, okay, wait a second. Are you still an hour ahead? Yes, we're still an hour ahead. Rachel lived in California for what, like 2 years of our friendship, and I could never remember how many hours behind she was. So it's still a thing. But I mean, if that's the biggest struggle of your team, I think you're doing pretty damn good. And I could go on. I could go on, but I'm not going to. I'm just really, really excited to be here, and I'm really excited to share the fire that's been put back. It took me a really, really long time to figure that out. Like, I love myself. I'm pretty okay, you know? And I want to share that with the world, and I want to share that feeling with people. I want other people to feel like, hey, I'm freaking cool, man. So yeah. So I'm gonna pass it to Lindsay now. Where you at, baby? Oh yeah, it's the bangs, Rachel. Power of the bangs.
Okay, I had to unmute myself. I had to figure that out. So I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing, and I wrote down like 3 pages of stuff. like this could be a post later, who knows? Okay, so when I actually got started, I was just about to get married. I was like 5 months away from getting married. And a few months before that, I had gotten into this really super dark place where I was crying every single day in the shower before I went to work. I was going into the bathroom at my job and calling my husband and crying because I hated my job so much. And whenever I get really down and depressed like that, my body physically does not handle it well. At my very lowest point, I got down to about 90 pounds. And it was just because that's how my body handles stress. I can say that in the last 3 years, I have never dipped below 100 pounds. And I actually started coaching in January of 18, the same time Shannon did. And I got married in April. my plan was kind of, oh, I just want to fit into my wedding dress. And then 2 weeks into my first challenge group, I said, hey, what's this coaching thing all about? And I realized that it was a way to just be honest with people and share your story and bring people in to make them feel good enough about themselves that they can do the same thing. And I feel like I've grown into somebody who's not afraid of change. I'm not that people pleaser and the fixer that I used to be, because that led me to a shitty relationship after, sorry, honey. Bad relationship after bad relationship, which led to divorce, which led to, just really, really bad times in my life. And I don't feel like I'm that person anymore who needs to fix everyone. I want to help, but I don't need to fix people who don't want to be fixed. And I don't need every single person to like me. And it's made a big difference. I'm not so desperate for approval of people who don't have my best interest at heart. I'm willing to stick up for myself, and I'll fight for my own happiness. And I want to eventually lead a team of women on that same journey to fall in love with themselves like I finally do. Yay.
I love it. I love it so much. And at the end of the day, we're all just struggling with something, right? We're struggling with time management. We're struggling with balance. We're struggling with just mom life, whatever it is. We're always on the struggle bus in some way, but then we're all really relatable, right? Because none of us have this figured out. But I guarantee you that this has helped me at least feel more empowered to take on things. And Lindsay kind of said, sort of get out of your own way and really love yourself and just be able to be you and unapologetically you. And that's the most freeing thing in the world, when you can just be you and not apologize for it. Okay, so really quickly, we want to go through, I'm going to throw it to Rachel, and I want you to tell me what your favorite product is. We have amazing products. Beachbody is just the quality, the research that they do is through the roof. I can guarantee you can't find something better as far as quality and ingredients and where they harvest them. And I'm a big ingredient, kind of crunchy mom, where I'm looking at stuff like that, because it's important. If you're going to spend the time to be healthy, but you're drinking supplements that have fake sugar in them and fillers and all this stuff, what are we doing? So, Rachel.
Okay, so my hands down favorite is Energize. Any person related to Beachbody is going to say Energize. So I'm also a sprint instructor, which is hit on a bike 30 minutes, right? So I was like, my husband was like, oh, I have a night class. I already took Energize. He's like, let me have my C4. You guys, my heart was racing. I couldn't go to sleep that night. It was a mess. I couldn't. I tried the GNC type. I tried 3 other ones that he had tried for himself, because he's a Marine. He's all about, he drinks 3 monsters a day. He's crazy. No, Energize. It's perfect. You get the tingle and you get the workout, and you cannot, it's just perfect. You can mix them with fruit punch, the berry, and it's another cocktail. It's amazing. And you can fall asleep. I can teach my class at 6:30, even if I had Energize, in my morning for my workout. It's perfect. So Energize all the way. I'm just going to say, Shannon?
I'm glad that you talked about the Energize and not me, because I'm a crackhead. Like I said, if you've seen me dancing on the internet, Shannon's a crackhead when she has pre-workout in her. Yes, love the Energize. I'm going to talk about the shakes. I recently started back up with the shakes, and I prefer the vegan over the whey because the whey makes me tooty. But the vegan does really, really well with my system. I have IBS, and I've had it for 11 or so years. And let me tell you, your shit matters. Literally, your shit matters. If you've ever been constipated, you fucking know. I'm so sorry. I have a really bad mouth, but you'll learn to love it. So the shakes, they are so good. It took me a good month or so to figure out how to make them to where I really, really enjoyed them. But you can put freaking everything in there. you can put so many things in there. And if you go on Pinterest, the amount of recipes that you can find for like ridiculous, I think the last one that I had was a blueberry lemon cake. Dude, it's dessert in a cup. And it's not a meal replacement, which I freaking love, because so many shakes that I've tried in the past, like the HMR, it's a meal replacement. And I like food. The way to my heart is food. So if you're going to take away my food and replace it with this drink, I'm not going to be happy. So this is just something extra that I get to have during the day that helps fuel my body with stuff that I normally wouldn't eat. Let's be real. And it keeps my digestion like on the regular, which is bueno if you have IBS. And then also, if you struggle with some hair growth problems, you get these little baby Shako hairs. I don't have any new ones yet because I just got my hair done and I just started doing the shakes again, but like my hair will start growing back in better, and it's so nice. And it's just like it balances me out, which my gut appreciates, because sometimes it's cool with wine, beer, pizza, and then the next day it's like, fuck you, you're eating yogurt. So, you know, shakes all the way. Lindsay, it's on you, babe.
Okay, so since we've already touched on the Energize and the shakes, I'm going to tell you something that I really like is the Hydrate. So I have to use, sometimes if I mix it with just regular water, I might have to do more than one scoop. But it tastes to me like the blue Gatorade. That's what I think it tastes like. What I normally do is once my pre-workout, once my Energize is like down to like this much in the cup, I just add more water and then I put in my Hydrate. Just so that way it's a whole nother mixture of that plus your Energize. I'm not a huge fan of just plain water first thing in the morning. So, I mean, obviously while you're working out and you're sweating, you want to stay hydrated, right? So drinking that plain water and first thing in the morning just grosses me out. I don't like it. So adding a little bit of flavor to it makes a huge difference, especially doing like a workout right now. I'm doing MBFA, and so I sweat a lot. And I have to have something that I can drink whenever I'm working out. So it's definitely the Hydrate all the way.
Yeah, I love the Hydrate too. I love the Shakeology. I've drank it for 6 years, and my biggest thing, I think, well, I also have some form of IBS as well. So it's definitely greatly helped me in that area, but I swear it does amazing things for your immune system. Like, I think since I've been drinking Shakeology for 6 years, I've been sick maybe 3 times, like with a cold or something where I'm like, kind of down, you know? I can remember just getting like the flu and puking flu and stomach, I don't know. And just like, I swear, because when your body, it makes sense when your body has what it needs and craves, like you function better, you feel better, like you have the energy and your body just responds to that. So we have amazing products. We could go on and on about that. But I kind of want to just dive right in and tell you guys, like, if you were to get started, kind of how to get started if you wanted to. So the cool thing about it is, again, you have a team behind you to help you to get yourself started, but then also get others started, because so many people, again, when they start coaching, even if they jump in for the discount, because you do get a 25% off discount on any product, you get access to the brand new workouts sooner than anybody else. And there's just some perks to being a coach, but a lot of people think, well, I've got to get my transformation together before I can actually coach others, because like I couldn't possibly, no, I'm just going to tell you that to be a coach means to literally just encourage people, cheer them on, and be there for them. Like, I'm no expert 6 years in. Don't know everything about nutrition. Don't try to know everything about nutrition. Like, I'm just over here trying to live my best life and get myself figured out, but also share, different positivity and inspiration for women to also feel their best, right? And so you literally just link arms and we run at this together. So that's the awesome thing about it. We show you, we help you, we guide you to actually have success and get wins and get people involved to start building your team. So if you were to sign up as a coach, most people purchase what we call a challenge pack. which gives you the whole entire year of workouts. So it's over 70 workout programs and thousands of workout classes. So you guys, this is huge. This is the 27 cents a day that Rachel was talking about that you're investing. It's like a fraction of a gym membership. And any new product, any new program that Beachbody comes out with will eventually be added to your library. And then you also get, so you get the whole subscription that includes, it's like Netflix for workouts. Like when you log in, you literally have, if you want cardio, if you want lifting, kickboxing, dance, Pilates, yoga inspired workouts, like if you just can only invest 20 minutes in a workout program, or if you're willing to invest 30 minutes or more, like there's something for you. So, and there's modifications. So you never have to feel like, okay, this program's too hard for me. There's literally something for everyone. And you also get a month of supplements. So we talk about the supplements. If you feel like Shakeology would be something, like if you struggle with nutrition, like I do, and I think we all do, Shakeology is going to be for you. If you want the pre and post workout, which a lot of us use all of them, so your coach will talk to you about which option might be right for you. But for $160, you get the whole year of workouts plus plus a month of supplements, whichever you choose, and we'll help you pick the flavor based on like what ice cream flavor you like, based on kind of what pre-workout and different things that you'll want to try. We'll talk you through the flavors. And then you also, so right now we have a brand new running program you can get access to for basically free. And you also get resistance bands and like a belt to wear for the running program. Now, if you're not a runner, I'm not a runner, but I'm doing the running program because if we don't challenge ourselves, right, we don't grow. Because running's not my favorite thing in the world, but guess what? I can do it for 30 days, right? And it's not running every single day. It's only running 3 days a week. So that's cool. But say you want to do a different program, we also have another brand new program that's newer called Muscle Burns Fat, where you can actually get access to that as well for basically for free with the accessories that come with that. So as a coach, in order to stay active, like you do not have to sell a certain amount. You literally just have to have a personal order each month. If you're using the supplements, that's not hard to do. There's a $15 coach fee per month, but that's like nothing compared to the discount that you're getting. It's basically like your membership fee per month, but it also pays for your coach online office if you wanted to learn how to work the business. And again, that's a whole nother call that we would talk about if you decided you wanted to get started. But we have Facebook groups that we add you to. So we like got your back on accountability. We got your back with all the team stuff. And it's literally life-changing. And again, like maybe you're just somebody who wants to like earn like a couple $100 a month, right? To pay for like a manicure, I don't know, pedicure, like you just want fun money, right? Because then we feel guilty about spending like fun money. Or maybe you're like, yeah, like I want to make a full-time income and I want to like do all these things. Okay. So anyways, the sky's the limit. It's all in what you want to do. Your effort is going to match your success, but we're here to help you. Does anybody have any questions, or do you girls, Rachel, were you waving your hand? Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I'm going to sell my husband because he put a Batman in my video.
I saw him back there.
Damn it, Dan.
Damn it, Dan.
That's a good damn it, Dan moment.
Damn it, Dan.
Oh
He just said what?
Damn it, Dan. Oh, that's great. Does anybody have, okay, so Natasha says, I'm starting with MBF. It looks like my kind of program. Yes, I got amazing results with MBF. It seriously bulked, like not bulked, but like gave me a really good arm definition. Loved it so much. But yeah, it's cool because like, I don't know, there's just something for everyone. Like no matter what it is that you like, there's just something that can make it fun. And I'm like, I love the fact that we get to switch it up all the time because I can't do the same thing all the time. I get bored. Like I got to switch it up, keep it spicy. Okay. Any questions from anyone? I like to like kind of value everybody's time. So I wanted to keep it like around 30 minutes just because we could talk and talk and talk. But I wanted to kind of just share some high points with you guys and just welcome you to join us if it's something that you want to do.
Can I share something else real quick?
Yes, please.
Okay, sorry. So if you are at all like me, which is squirrely, staying on task or staying organized or staying with a plan can be really, really difficult. And my favorite thing about this is it gives you the tools from nutrition to your fitness to when you're supposed to do what workout, for how long it is, what you should be eating at that time. Like each program, some of them are basically the same. There are some that are more specific, but you get a workout calendar that tells you what you're supposed to do on what day. Even for the older programs, like when I first did Turbo Jam back in like 2010 and lost 40 pounds. I had no idea it was a Beachbody thing. I totally bootlegged those videos. I'm just saying. But that shit worked. But now having it all together, like in one place, telling me when to do what, like I need that in my life. So if you are at all scatterbrained or squirrely, then this could really, really help you, because it's so like I need somebody to tell me what to do all the time. I can't just be left to my own devices, or I'm going to be looking at cat videos on YouTube all day. Just saying.
Yes, literally the best trainers on the planet, like telling you what to do in your home. It's friggin' amazing. You're in and out in whatever length of time you're choosing, right? You're in and out and you're done. And it's just like amazing results.